Hey everyone, I'm Alyssa Ramos from My Life's a Travel Movie. I have been traveling mostly solo for the last 8 years now, and I have been making money full-time living by doing it and while doing it. So today I wanted to share with you some insights of how I personally make my money from traveling and some ways that you can also make money either by traveling or while traveling, since now, we're in this day and age where everyone is working remotely and working from home. So you might as well do it while you're traveling if you are able to and able to do it safely. So I will begin by also mentioning I am currently living here in Sayulita, Mexico. I'm being based here until it's safe to travel again. But I've been able to do all of my work here. The Wi-Fi is great, the rent is low, food is great and cheap as well. So I'll go ahead and start with what I personally do to make money. So basically, I tell people that I am a travel blogger and influencer, but I am so much more than that. I have so many different ways of making money from my brand and from traveling, and I'm going to explain all of those to you in case any of them are of interest. And then later on, I'm going to get into some other job types that don't require any blogs, any social media. You don't have to be seen. You don't have to be doing anything like taking photos or anything like that. There's so many different options. But for those of you interested in what I do, I'll first go ahead and explain. So initially, I started out as a travel blogger. I wanted to just write about travel by going to the destination, reporting back, making itineraries, and giving you all tips for free on my website. So the way that websites actually make money is once they get big enough, so around 20,000 followers, you can start putting paid ads on them. I use Mediavine and I love them, but you can also use Google AdSense. So ads are just one way, and another way to get what we call a recurring revenue is by placing affiliate links in your posts. Now, what are affiliate links? They are links that have a special tracking code that goes to your name. So you need to put a tracking link from either a tour company or a hotel or a product on your webpage, and someone clicks it and purchases that item, you get a percentage of that purchase. So that is always a really great option when you're talking about hotels and flights or big products, expensive products like, say, a camera. So that's the second way on a blog to make money. The third way, of course, is by doing paid sponsored posts. So that's when a brand or a company or product, they want you to write a blog post about them. You can charge money for it, so around 500 to 1,000 or more, and you do a review, you write all about it, you link to them, and you hope that other people will click it and purchase it so that you give them a good ROI. ROI stands for return on investment. Always very important to always remember ROI is key, especially when pitching. All right, so that's pretty much it for the blog. Blogs also require a lot of work, but they're really great in the long run because they have that residual income. So the ads, the affiliates, sponsored posts, they're recurring payments that you'll get over and over again, and it'll be long term. So it's not like an instant post on Instagram and then you're done. This is like over time and time again. People will continuously go to your site, see these posts, click on the ads, click on the affiliate links, and you'll continue to make money. The harder part, like I was saying, is that you have to keep up with your blog. So you need to be writing multiple posts per week if you can. Make sure they're SEO rich. SEO stands for search engine optimization. So that means that you need to have specific keywords that are pertaining to your post and also your entire blog in general. So for example, mine would be solo travel, solo female travel, trip itinerary, travel guide, things like that, and then the keywords for the destination that I'm writing about. All right, so that's the blog. We'll put the blog there for a while. Takes a lot of work, but I'll get into that in a separate episode where I'm going to go over everything you need to know to start your own blog or website. Now, the second way that I make money by traveling is, of course, sponsored social media posts. That's when a product, a destination, a tourism board, a hotel, anyone pays me to create a photo or video and post it on my social media accounts in hopes that my followers will then either follow them and or buy whatever it is that I'm promoting. Now, this is tricky. Everyone thinks it's so easy and that it's the glorified image of how easy it would be to travel, but it of course takes a lot of work to gain a following. So how do you get a following on Instagram? It's the $1 million question. First, you need to start with really great content. You need to know your niche really well. So again, mine is solo female travel. So I show photos of me traveling all over the world on my own. I give tips on how to do it, safety tips, where to go, best destinations, cheapest destinations, best friendly for women destinations, everything like that. And I just showcase the world and I gain an audience that trusts me because I give honest opinions and advice. This is just my niche again. If you are a couple, you want to do couple travel. If you're vegan, you want to do vegan travel. Anything that is specific to you that you can be an expert at, that will be your niche. And that's the type of content that you need to be posting. So once you have all this amazing content, you're editing all similar ways, everyone's loving it, you're getting like all these amazing followers that you have like consistently giving you great feedback. Once you can get your follower numbers up around 20,000 again, That's when you become a micro influencer. Then you can start getting free posts, maybe a free stay at a hotel, maybe a free product in exchange for publicity. Then you keep growing, 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 and that's when you can start charging money. So right now I'm at 200,000 on Instagram. I have a couple thousand on TikTok, at 10,000 on YouTube. So it depends which platform people want me to post on, and that's how much I know to charge money for. So that's a third, more or less a third of my revenue stream for my Life's a Travel movie brand. Now, the third way is something that I created myself about 4 years ago before anyone else was doing it, and that's blogger/influencer-led group trips with your followers. I've been one of the only ones who has consistently done group trips each year besides 2020. But I have had all of my trips fully booked out. I have a great time. I have recurring customers. And it's really always just about having that dedicated audience that trusts you and was like, man, I want to travel with her. She seems cool to travel with. And that's actually exactly why I started doing these group trips. I had so many people saying, I want to come on a trip with you. If you ever need someone to come on your trip with you, I'll come with you. And I was like, well, I don't because I like traveling solo. But then I was like, oh, wait, why don't I bring a bunch of solo travelers together and put them all on a group trip? And I've done that. It's been amazing. You can charge a small referral fee on top of it, whatever you feel comfortable with, or you can just pair up with a tour company and have them give you a commission per person as well. So again, that's once you get your following, you get people to trust you, they want to come with you, you can host a group trip, or simply ask your friends and family if you want them to plan an entire trip for you and charge a small fee for yourself on top of it. So yeah, that's a really great way. It's actually my most fun way to make money while traveling. And the fourth way, is something new that I started during lockdown. I was in Barcelona in a lockdown for 3 months. So I figured out how to start an online shop. Now I do drop shipping as well as regular shipping as well. Drop shipping is when you have no inventory, nothing. When someone orders something from your site, it gets shipped directly from whoever is making it. You never see it, you never touch it, you never ship anything. It's amazing. It's awesome. The only thing is that it takes a lot longer than if you're shipping something manually yourself. So drop shipping is going to be another separate episode because there's a lot of information to teach. But if you have an audience, again, a platform, or you want to invest in some ads, it's a really great way to make some extra cash. So yeah, those are the 4 ways basically that I make my money. And now here is going to be a few more ways that literally anyone, you don't have to be a blogger or an influencer. There's so many other jobs. So I would honestly do these first because being a blogger and influencer is like the hardest job to attain and get paid for. All right, so let's talk about teaching English as a foreign language. You don't need to know a second language. You can literally teach people in China, people in Europe, people in Russia, how to teach English as a second language, because what they're looking for is someone who can speak the native language of English, American English, so that their children can speak it correctly and have the correct verbiage and things like that. So that's a really easy way. Sometimes you don't even need to be certified, but if you can get the TEFL, TEFL certification, you have an increased chance, you'll get paid more, and you can do this all virtually. It doesn't need to be in person. You can do it from anywhere in the world. It's so amazing. So that's one of the very easy ways to make a great amount of money. Another one might be a little bit tricky right now with the pandemic, but you could be an au pair. An au pair is basically a live-in nanny. So you can get paid to live with a family and watch their children for them if you're a child person. I don't know if I would be good at that, but some people really excel in it. All right, so let's talk about now some digital jobs. There is a plethora, so many different websites and resources to do digital work that requires no FaceTime, no photos, no blogs. Again, you don't need to be having a following or anything. You just need to have a skill that other people want. So if you've ever scrolled through fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, you will see every single type of job that you can do from a computer, from making Pinterest graphics to making face filters for Instagram to simply giving advice on how to manage someone's social media to actually managing someone's social media. Did you know actually that Pinterest virtual assistants are some of the highest paid online jobs right now? I also teach a course on how to become a Pinterest virtual assistant. So if you're interested in it, drop me a comment below or send me an email from my website, mylifesamovie.com. So Fiverr is a great resource. Any of the freelancer websites like that, it might take a while to get started because you have to get a lot of reviews. But if you have something that you're good at, you could also reach out on your own. For example, my virtual assistant found me simply by randomly emailing me saying, hey, I saw your site. I love your Instagram. Do you need any help? I'm a virtual assistant. I've had her and been paying her for 4 years now. So that's another thing that you might want to consider. All right, so I'm running out of time here, heading up to the 10-minute mark. If you have any questions at all, please drop me a comment below. Check out my blog. I have so many resources on there of how to make money abroad, what jobs you can do, also how to move abroad, where to live, where to go, everything you can possibly imagine. But I'm happy to answer any of your questions as well. So please drop me a comment. Be sure to subscribe and let me know. Bye.